What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerdy Soccer channel. Matchday 12 is here. We saw a lot of goals there in Matchday 11, a lot of goals. Will we see a repeat of that here in Matchday 12? We will find out. Before we jump into that Matchday 12 predictions and preview, we got to take a look at the Nerdy Soccer table, and we still have the same leader. Let's Go Crew there with 19 points in first place. Nick Fortune still coming in that sole number 2 spot with 18 points, and then a three-way draw there in third place with Sam, Samuel, and Wayne's World with 16 points. If you want to get involved, QR code is there on the screen. There's 3 matches out there for you to predict. It's always a good time. See where you come in at the end of the season. The first place person will get an MLS kit of their choosing. Now, enough of the Nerdy Soccer table. Let's jump into the Matchday 12 predictions. So for our first match of Matchday 12, we have Chicago Fire versus Atlanta United. Currently, Chicago Fire 2 draws and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Atlanta United 2 draws, 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Both teams are coming off of a draw in Matchday 11. Chicago Fire drew with Orlando 0-0. Atlanta United drew 1-1 there at home against Nashville SC. The expected outcome in this one is Chicago to win this one 2-1, and that would be their very first win at home this season. Atlanta have yet to win on the road, so this is a perfect chance for Chicago Fire to do that. Atlanta United, devastated that they're just having a terrible run of form right now and drawing there against Nashville at home. They went up 1-0 and then allowed Nashville to score in the second half. Like I said, the expected outcome is 2-1 in favor of Chicago Fire. And I actually have to agree with this one. Usually I haven't been very much agreeing with the expected goals, but both teams I definitely see scoring in this one. And I think Chicago are putting up points, and Atlanta are almost allowing 3 goals when they're on the road. So I think that Chicago Fire win this match 2-1 over Atlanta United. So next up, we have Minnesota United versus Inter Miami. Currently, Minnesota 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches, where Inter Miami 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. That is only in the MLS season, so it does not count any kind of other competition that they are in. Minnesota United are coming off of a road victory against Austin 3-0, where Inter Miami get the job done at home in an easy win against the Red Bulls 4-1. Minnesota at home, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Inter Miami, 3 wins, a draw, and no losses yet there on the road. The expected outcome in this one is supposed to be a 1-1 draw, and I just don't see that happening here. Inter Miami are doing a good job defensively on the road, only allowing 0.5 goals on the road, where Minnesota are allowing a goal there at home and scoring a goal. I think this is going to be a pretty close one. I don't think that we're going to see a lot of goals in this one, and I actually think Inter Miami go on the road and get the job done, and they continue this like win streak or unbeaten streak on the road. They win this match 1-0 over Minnesota United. Now, that leads us into Toronto FC versus DC United. Currently, Toronto 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match losing streak. DC United 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches, coming off of a victory against a pretty good Colorado Rapids side there at Audi Field 2-1, but they do not look good on the road with 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses. But this is their chance to get a win on the road because Toronto have yet to win at home with 2 draws and 3 losses. This is a chance for Toronto to score goals because they are only averaging 0.2 at home. That's pretty mind-boggling. All this, 5 matches at home and you're only averaging 0.1 goals there, and you're allowing about 1. DC United are scoring about 1.2, where they are allowing over 3 goals there on the road. So this is a chance for Toronto to get some goals if they want and to get a win. The expected outcome in this one is a 1-1 draw and a 40% win probability in favor of DC United. Again, if you can shut down Christian Benteke, I think you win the game. Yes, he hasn't been too involved recently. I mean, he does have 6 goals on the season, so you can't count him out. But I don't see this game being a draw, and I actually think that Toronto are going to get their first victory of the season, but they're going to win this match 1-0 over DC United. So now we head down south for Orlando City versus New England Revs. The Revs are on fire. Orlando City, though, 1 win and 4 draws in their last 5 matches, which is currently an unbeaten streak. New England Revs, 4 wins and a loss, currently on a 4-match winning streak. Orlando City at home, 3 wins, 1 draw, and a loss, where the Revs are 3 wins, a draw, and 2 losses on the road. Because of the way that these two teams have scored throughout the season, the expected goals is supposed to be a 0-0 draw in this one, but I don't see that happening with the form that the Revs are in currently. They are shutting teams out. I mean, they have shut out teams in their last 4 matches. Every single one of their wins in these last 4 have been shutouts, clean sheets, and I'm liking it. I like the fact that the Revs are doing this good. Capana finally getting a little better and what I expected from him when he went there to the Revs. Carlos Hill is just killing it. Could be in the MVP race. I really think that. Orlando City, on the other hand, they are not scoring goals. They have only scored 3 goals in their last 5 matches, and that was a 3-0 victory over Atlanta United. Their other 4 matches all ended in a 0-0 draw, so they have also had 5 shutouts in a row, which is kind of hard to believe. So I actually expected this to be a very low scoring game. I don't think it's going to be 0-0. But I do think that the Revs go on the road and they continue their winning streak here and they win this match 1-0 over the Orlando City. Now, probably one of the best matchups this weekend, that is Philadelphia Union versus Columbus Crew. Currently, Philadelphia 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in their last 5 matches, currently on a 3-match winning streak. Columbus Crew 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches, currently on a 2-match winning streak. Philadelphia at home, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, where Columbus Crew have yet to lose there on the road with 3 wins and a draw. I expect both teams to score in this one. I got a feeling we might see a good bit of goals. The expected outcome in this one is a 1-1 draw there at Subaru Park. I don't think that it'll end 1-1. I think we will see more than that. If I were betting in this one, I would say that there's going to be over 2.5 goals. I don't know what that spread is, but I would go with over 2.5 goals for this one to be scored. And with that, I think this one does end in a draw, though, and I think it ends in a 2-2 draw there at Subaru Park. Next up, we have NYCFC versus CF Montreal. Currently, NYCFC 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where CF Montreal are a draw and 4 losses. Again, that last 5 form is only in MLS. NYCFC 4 wins and a loss there at home. They are doing fantastic at home. We can't say the same thing about Montreal. They have no wins, 2 draws, and 6 losses on the road so far this season. I don't think there's much to talk about this one. Montreal are coming off of a loss 2-1 over against Philadelphia Union, not over Philadelphia Union. And then NYCFC coming off of a victory against a good FC Cincinnati side with 1-0 there at home. The expected outcome is only a 1-0 victory for NYCFC. I just don't see that, with the win probability heavily in favor of NYCFC. I know that they've really only averaged they're averaging 1.4 goals in their last 5 matches and only 1.2 at home. So I think that it's going to be a little bit more than that, because Montreal are giving up 1.6 goals there on the road. And I think NYCFC win this match 2-0, getting the clean sheet over Montreal at home. Staying there in New York, we have the New York Red Bulls versus LA Galaxy, a rematch of MLS Cup. And right now, both of these teams are not in very good form. LA Galaxy definitely not in good form. The Red Bulls currently 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. LA Galaxy, a draw and 4 losses. They have yet to win a match this season. 2 draws and 4 losses there on the road, where the Red Bulls are 4 wins, a draw, and a loss there at home. So they are performing well at home. Just overall, they're not performing that great, in my opinion. The expected outcome in this one is a Red Bulls victory 1-0 over the Galaxy. And I honestly could see that happening. Galaxy are allowing 1.5. Red Bulls are scoring almost 2 goals. So I see Red Bulls scoring a good bit. This one, I think that we could see more than 2 goals, and I think I'm going to go with that. I do think the Red Bulls get the job done there at home, and they win this match 2-1 over the Galaxy. Heading west just a little bit, we have FC Cincinnati versus Austin FC. Currently, Cincinnati at 4 wins and a loss in their last 5 matches. Austin FC, 1 win, a draw, and 3 losses in their last 5. Cincinnati have yet to lose there at home with 4 wins and a draw. Austin FC, 2 wins and 3 losses there on the road. I still expected a lot more from Austin for this season. They are not scoring a lot of goals, only averaging 0.6 goals there on the road. It just doesn't make sense to me why they are not scoring. I'm guessing maybe it's just the formation, not seeing where the players are supposed to really fit in yet. Give them time. I think that they still have a potential to make the playoffs. FC Cincinnati, on the other hand, they are doing fantastic this season. They did not look great, though, against NYCFC, especially in the first half. They could not do anything against NYCFC. So if you can press Cincinnati a little bit, I think that you can cause problem and give yourself a chance here, Austin. But FC Cincinnati, definitely the better side in this one, and then especially them being at home. The expected outcome in this one is Cincinnati to win this match 1-0. I think I'm going to go a little bit more than that. I think that Cincinnati do get the clean sheet, and they win this match 2-0 over Austin FC. Now for the best team in the West, Vancouver Whitecaps versus LAFC. Currently, Vancouver 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 matches. LAFC 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Vancouver Whitecaps are 5 wins, 0 draws, and a loss there at home. LAFC have only won 1 match there on the road with 1 draw and 3 losses. Vancouver are averaging 2.3 goals there at home, and LAFC are allowing 2.4. So expect Vancouver to put up a bunch of goals in this one. And I could also see LA getting a couple goals here too. Whitecaps are allowing a goal, where LAFC are scoring almost 2 goals there on the road. The expected outcome, though, is only saying 2-0 in favor of Vancouver Whitecaps. I think that we're going to see a lot more than that. I actually think we're going to see 5 goals in this match. I think Vancouver get it done, though. Continue their winning streak, their unbeaten streak. They're looking so good this season. I think they win this match 3-2 over LAFC. Now we have Portland Timbers taking on Sporting Kansas City. Currently, the Timbers 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Where Sporting Kansas City 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. They made history last weekend, winning 1-0 over the Galaxy with 0 shots. Not just 0 shots on target, 0 shots total. It was an own goal. And LA Galaxy had multiple shots in the game. That is how bad both of these teams are right now. And I don't see getting any better for either one of them in the near future. Portland Timbers, though, at home, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. Sporting Kansas City on the road, 1 win and 4 losses. The expected outcome in this one is a win for Portland Timbers 2-1. And I think it's going to be a little bit more than that. I think the Timbers are performing well, scoring about 2 goals there at home, where Sporting Kansas City are allowing 2 goals on the road. So I think that we're going to see Portland score more than 2. And I think that they win this match over Sporting Kansas City 3-1 there at Providence Park. Heading back east, we have Nashville SC versus Charlotte FC. Currently, Nashville 2 wins, a draw, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Charlotte 3 wins and 2 losses in their last 5 matches. Currently on a 2-match losing streak, 1 on the road, 1 at home. Nashville, though, at home, 4 wins, a draw, and a loss, so they're looking very good there at Geodis Park. Charlotte, on the other hand, not looking too good on the road with 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 losses so far this season. The expected outcome is showing 1-1 in this match. I could see that. I could see this ending in a draw because I think Charlotte are a very good side. They are performing very well. Both teams allowing, well, Nashville is allowing about a goal a game there at home, where Charlotte are almost allowing 2, and Nashville are averaging 2.5 goals there at home. But you got to think they also put up 7 goals against Chicago, so it might be a little bit higher than what it should be for the most part. We'll just say that. The win probability, though, is saying a little bit towards Charlotte, but I don't think they can do it here at home on the road. I think that Nashville continue their performing well there at home, and I think they win this match 2-1 over Charlotte. Now, that leads us into Houston Dynamo versus Seattle Sounders. Currently, Houston, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss in their last 5 matches. Seattle Sounders, 3 wins, a draw, and a loss there in their last 5 matches, currently on a 4-match unbeaten streak. Houston at home, 2 wins, a draw, and 3 losses, where Seattle on the road, 1 win, 2 draws, and 3 losses. I was expecting that we weren't going to see Seattle perform very well with how many injuries they have and just the things that they're dealing with, but they're looking really good. And last week, I didn't think that they would kill St. Louis like they did because St. Louis's defense has been so great. But Seattle really exposed them with a 4-1 victory over St. Louis last weekend. Houston are coming off of a loss on the road against LAFC 2-0. Everything is pointing in Seattle's direction on this one. The win probability, the expected outcome is saying 1-0 Seattle, but I can't go with that. I just can't do it. Seattle is only averaging 0.5 goals on the road. Houston are allowing almost 2, so I do expect Seattle to score a goal. I also expect Houston to score a goal in this one, averaging 1.3 there at home, and Seattle allowing 1.3 on the road. And I'm going to have to go with that. I think both teams just score 1 goal. I think this match ends in a 1-1 draw there in Houston. Staying there in Texas, we have FC Dallas versus Real Salt Lake. Currently, Dallas 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where Real Salt Lake 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Dallas are coming off of a beating against San Diego, losing 5-0 there on the road, where Real Salt Lake lost to the best team in the West, Vancouver Whitecaps, on the road 2-1. This one, I went back and forth on a good bit with FC Dallas with only 1 win and 3 losses at home. Real Salt Lake 2 wins and 4 losses on the road. The win probability in this one is very close, with 39% in favor of Dallas winning this, with a 36% chance for Real Salt Lake. And the expected outcome is a 1-1 draw there in Dallas. And here's another one, like at the beginning of the video, I think I have to agree with the expected outcome in this one. And I think that this match ends in a 1-1 draw. Both teams not scoring a lot, from home and away. Real Salt Lake are averaging about a goal, FC Dallas 0.75, but both teams almost allowing 2 goals a match there in those games. I can't figure out the word that I'm trying to say, for home and away there, but both of them are averaging, allowing 2, so I think that we see a 1-1 draw in this match there in Dallas. So heading a little more west there, we have Colorado Rapids versus San Jose Earthquakes. Currently, Colorado 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 5 matches, where the Earthquakes are 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 matches. Colorado at home, 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss, so not great, but not bad there at home. Earthquakes, though, 1 win and 3 losses there on the road so far this season. Colorado are coming off of a loss to DC United, which DC United have been very poor recently, but it was on the road. Earthquakes, though, coming off of a 4-1 victory over the Portland Timbers, which I think the Timbers are a good side. If I was betting on this game, I would say that we're going to see over 2.5 goals. I just think both teams can score, and both teams are allowing, where Colorado are averaging 1.8 goals there at home. Earthquakes are averaging 1.2 on the road. Rapids are giving up 1.8 there at home, where Earthquakes are giving up 2.2 on the road. The expected outcome, though, is in favor of the Earthquakes to win this match 2-1. I don't see that happening. Even though I like the Earthquakes, I'm cheering for the Earthquakes to do well. I want them to make the playoffs. I'm still on that train. I still think they can do it. But I have to say, Colorado going back home after that disappointing loss to DC United, I think they win this match 3-2 over the Earthquakes. And for our last match in match day 12, we have St. Louis City versus San Diego FC. Currently, though, St. Louis, 2 draws and 3 losses. I'm sorry, St. Louis fans. I really am. I thought that you all had a better team than this. I expected a lot more than this, and yeah, and San Diego still looking good. They went on that three match skid, but back to their winning ways and beating FC Dallas 5-0 last week. Pretty good. St. Louis losing to Seattle though 4-1 on the road. Not a great performance. St. Louis at home with only 1 victory, 2 draws, 2 losses, where San Diego have 2 wins and 3 losses there on the road. The expected outcome is saying San Diego win this match 1-0, and I could really see that. I could really see that happening. I want to say that St. Louis's defense is really good, but Seattle exposed them last week, so I got a feeling that other teams are going to look at that film and see what Seattle did right there and exploit, St. Louis's defense that way. The win probability in favor of San Diego in this one, and I'm going to have to say that San Diego don't get the win, and I think that St. Louis don't get the win here, but I think that this match ends in a 1-1 draw there in St. Louis. So that is it for my predictions for match day 12. Let me know down below what your predictions are. Tell me which ones you don't agree with. I'm fine with that too. Again, make sure you get involved with the Nerdy Soccer Table. QR code's on the screen. Link is in the description. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like the content. And we will see you for the watch along.